Hello everyone, my name is Untitled 67, and today I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on Chapter 2 Season 2. And since we are not going to be receiving any more content other than the Doomsday event, which I will be streaming, I'll be streaming that when that event happens. There will be no more content until next season. So I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the season. And yeah, okay, now I'm going to be going over all the skins in the Battle Pass, including Deadpool, which is the season secret skin, or the bonus skin. It's not really considered a secret because like from the beginning of the season, we already knew that it was going to be the bonus skin. So alright, so first we got Maya. I really enjoy, probably my favorite skin in the Battle Pass, because I really like the concept where you can customize a skin to your own liking. And this is where you can make really cool, you can make unique combinations with Maya. Since right now this is my Maya, how it looks. Yeah, and I'm even though despite the fact that you can only keep one style for Maya, which is understandable because people wouldn't buy it. People will never buy skins again if Epic allowed us to have unlimited customization with Maya. So I understand why they limit it to only one option, limit to one style that you can create. Stand that. Next, we get Agent Peely. Alright, literally has the most impossible golden style to achieve. To achieve his golden style is literally impossible to achieve, and yeah, this is probably my least favorite skin that Battle Pass. It's not even an original skin. It's just another Peely reskin, and man, I really dislike Peely. I get it, he's really unique, but I just don't. I genuinely do not enjoy using him, and the fact that he took up a Battle Pass slot really annoys me. Next, we go on to Brutus, and see we got default. He kind of gives me Gru from Despicable Me's vibe, from Despicable Me vibes. And I chose Shadow for it because it looks really cool. In my opinion, I like the Shadow. It gives off that intimidating look. And the gold style. Overall, not a bad skin, but I wouldn't use it that much because of how bulky he is. Next, we got Tiantina. Probably my favorite skin in the Battle Pass, next to Maya and Midas. Let's see, default, Shadow, gold. I chose Shadow because I like the whole goth girl vibes, the goth girl look she has. Golden Agent. And yeah, really cool skin, and I really like how she has a built-in emote which turns her into cell shaded. That's very interesting. And yeah, for the duration of a match, you can turn cell shaded until you do the emote again, which is pretty cool. Next, we have Meow Souls. This is also a good skin, even though I don't use it that much, but I like the idea of it because I really like cats. And default, I chose Shadow. It just looks awesome. Look at it. How could someone pick Ghost over Shadow for this one? I'll respect your opinion if you chose Ghost over Shadow for Meow Souls. Okay, gold style. Yep. And next we got Sky. Default. I chose Ghost because I feel like Shadow did not fit her. And Golden Agent, and you know, green is my favorite color, so I really enjoy this style. Golden Agent, she's cool. She reminds me of Link from Legend of Zelda, but a female Link. And also, she also gives me Adventure Time vibes. And yeah, here we go. And now we have Midas, the Tier 100 skin of this season. Probably one of my favorite Tier 100 skins. And since he has the golden touch where everything he touches, every weapon and vehicle he touches turns into gold, that's very interesting. So I chose Ghost for him because that white suit. I just really like the white suit on him. It just fits him more than Shadow. I feel like Shadow was a bit bland in my opinion. And Golden Agent. And really, let's move on to Deadpool. Deadpool was this season's bonus skin. I'm not referring it to a secret skin because it's not really considered a secret skin because we already knew he was going to be the quote-unquote secret skin of the season. So it's not really a secret. Defeats the purpose of it. And yeah, so he has two styles: mask on or mask off, or default or export style. I like both styles, even though I really like the white one. Even though I really like the exports one, I kind of prefer the default one because I genuinely enjoy both colors. And yeah, I feel like he was just a bit like a cherry on top for the season battle pass, which I feel like which is really cool because which I find a smart businessing strategy on Epic's part, like adding like a skin that is not like original, but just taken from like having a collaboration within like a battle pass, and making a character a collaboration related skin as this season secret skin is just gives I feel like they did this for like an incentive for more people to buy the battle pass, which is very smart on Epic's part. They could have threw Deadpool in the rim shot for 1,500 V-Bucks, but they decided not to do that, which I feel like that was very generous. And yeah, now time to discuss about the season. Overall, I feel like this season was a vast improvement from last season, because last season was about like half a year long, and it was lacking content. Now, this season we had a bunch of content. We had proximity mines, which I find kind of garbage. Let's see, Mythic Weapons, which I straight feel like Mythic Weapons, you need at least one of them if you want to win the game. Like drum gun and mini, like if you're playing duos or squads and you get sprayed by a drum gun and a minigun, yeah, you're pretty much back to the lobby. It's game over for you. And let's see, I feel like we also got the Kingsman and the crash pads. I feel like crash pads, best thing this chapter. I genuinely enjoy the crash pads. They save you from fall damage, and when I carry, since it makes me when I at least have some crash pads in my inventory, it makes me feel it fills me with confidence when I engage in a build battle. Because one issue I have with build battles is that, well, build battles obviously when I'm playing in a public match or arena, is that I'm always worried that somebody will shoot me down and I will die due to fall damage. But if I have a crash pad, I have nothing to worry about. It's not because I'm trash or anything, which pretty much I'm like the worst player on earth, but no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Kingsman was just, it wasn't really overpowered. People just saw it, and they saw it was a melee weapon, and people were just losing their minds, thinking that it was going to be like the lightsabers and the Infinity damage. I didn't really have a problem with it. And let's see what else we got. The choppers, the helicopters, which I feel like it's a very balanced vehicle. It's a very balanced vehicle. There's no missiles, no gimmicks added to it, which I feel like which is good. And because Epic would have, because if Epic created the helicopters in Chapter 1, they would have just mounted missiles or just added a machine gun to it. But it's like the choppers are like high risk, high reward, since you have all that mobility, and yet it easily takes a lot of damage, because choppers take a lot of damage when you ram into the structures or buildings. And also, if the helicopter explodes, then you take damage. But when the helicopter was first released, or the chopper as the game refers it to, when it was first released, people were having an issue. There was one small little issue people had with it, and it was where people were complaining that there was no glider redeploy on it. And I can understand why people were frustrated at it, but if you really think about it, it's like a more risky to use. It feels like you're really risking it to use a helicopter, because you have all that mobility. So it's like high risk, high reward. And that's a really interesting concept. That's a interesting concept. I know it sucks. I know it's unfortunate to not have any glider redeploy, but you can just jump into water, or you can, if you have crash pads on you, then you can just jump out of a helicopter and not have to worry about taking fall damage. And yeah, overall this season was pretty good though. We had like the Travis Scott event, which was hands down probably one of the best events like as epic as ever made, next to the end event, and the developers over at Epic Games were actually created the event at home, which is what I find astounding. They created that event at home. The Travis Scott event was created at home because all the workers were not all together. Each individual worker had to work from home, work from their homes, which I find astounding, which is incredible. It really makes me, I'm really looking forward to what they have in store for the for the device event. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.